God will have done. Please ask your respond to come up November to come. This is rejoice with them in Jesus' name. On Tuesday, 23rd October, Manchino, not in the night. We, for the Lord, the pain disappeared. Oh Lord, Jesus. Cease. Keep offering, read the Bible, wedding anniversaries, and other.
Lord was sleeping and waking up, you Lord. Father, friend, and
Hallelujah. Making them to this, you break up. Dedicated through the grace of Ion of the Oasis. It's time for us to say with the 7. To that group. So it's leading the sisters. Cannot be cut off. You shall not be cut off from the grace of God. You shall not be cut off from the mercy of God. You shall not be cut off from the favor of God. In the name of Jesus, my servant David have I found. And every evil imaginative, every evil messenger against your life, your family, everything.
we not go in vain in Jesus' name. Yeah, welcome. Mr. Adepoju, Tinileyin, from the Polytechnic Ibadan, so say on you, and on behalf of our
I humbly request that you join us also. That's this great man of God.
there is none like him. Behold, he is the
He said this stage is a stage of explosion. And as I was studying this, you know, when explosion is going to happen, it will not tell anyone. And that is the stage where we are in our study. Explosion, just like the name. And we are going to see those things that are exploding, that may explode in marriage. And let me quickly say also that this series is not to instill fear, especially in the heart of your married. I believe you have an advantage when you know there are stages in marriage and you can prepare ahead of time. So it is not to instill fear in the heart of any man or any woman, but to inspire faith, courage, and the need to be faithful and committed to our marriage vow. So that when one after the other, unexpectedly, and so Satan did not, he told our husband off. He will bounce back. John, the beloved, when in or the bedroom on a Sunday evening, top the table, calls on both spouses to find new ways to stay open and intimate. And the first thing that will come when such things happen is the shock of discovery, like I said. Then it will be followed by a long haul of management, especially if it is not a disease that can be easily cured. So coping with that illness becomes part of the marriage from that time of discovery. When a health condition travels home with one from the hospital, it takes up residence in the kitchen, in the bedroom, on the calendar, in the heart and the mind. The home that have been filled with joy and whatever before, things will just change quickly. Work, money, house chores, fun, and sex, they will become different immediately. Because now we have one ill spouse and one well spouse. One spouse that is healed, another one that is well. Roles will change in the house. When this happens, what is our mission? What is it that we can do? Number one, we must talk. Husband and wife must continue to do what? To talk about the problem. And first one under that, we must accept the new reality, because it is reality. Oh. When it happens, it is a reality. It may be confusing and painful, but we must not live in denial. If we live in denial and say, God forbid, no, it didn't happen, and whatever, we will not be able to take an immediate step. And it may be too late. So we must accept the new reality. We must not downplay the need for treatment or the lifestyle, our lifestyle that will change. Number two, we must get an education about the health condition. I'm sorry, I'm speaking on behalf of medical people. I'm not speaking, praise God, I'm not an expert. I'm just speaking like a pastor, but you know more than that. We must learn all you can about the sickness, because I have discovered personally that working with cold, hard facts can help the couple to cope better and work together as a team. When we know the reality and the implication of this kind of disease, our hearts meet it. We're able to make up our mind when we can enlist the help of family and friends, especially for the well spouse. Because, like we used to say, anytime we enter UCH, we say, it is not the person on the bed that has problem. Is it not so? It is the person who is taking care of him or her that really, that person is in problem. Because you'll be going and coming, going and coming, going and coming. As soon as you drop one, they say, you have forgotten one. As you are going to Kunleara, you go to Kunleara, you go to Tuleara, and whatever. Praise God. So, there must be support for the spouse that is well. We must enlist the support of others to help us. Then, we must talk and talk more. We must listen and listen. Both of them should listen. If the sick person wants to talk, the well spouse should listen. All right? Like it is remarked here, the well spouse should not think that the ill spouse will be bothered or vice versa. Maybe the children asked for her, or they have not gone to school, or they didn't. There are things we need to let the person know about what is going on at home. Is it not so? So that the mind can be at rest. He will know, okay, you have taken care of my children, you have taken care of my business, because she will not talk. She will think she wants to bother you, but there are things she wants to know, that those things are in place. So, husband and wife must talk. Number two is touch. We mentioned on touch in one of the series. Physical affection is a powerful stress reduction tool for married couples. The better your relationship, the stronger the power of touch. Like I said, many of us don't touch our wives. We don't touch our husbands. There's a Red Sea between us on the bed. That Red Sea must part way in Jesus' name. That Red Sea must do what? Part ways. There is the power of touch. And we have said touch in the morning, touch in the morning, touch in the afternoon, touch in the evening. Praise God. Touch. The husband must touch the wife. The wife must touch the husband. In the morning, afternoon, and whatever. It makes more meaning than just the verbal conversation. The power of touch. Because touch is a second nature in a close marriage. But when a spouse is sick, it can change. But it is being stressed here that even in sickness, the touch must continue. All right? If the person is on the bed, we have gone to look at that person in the hospital, hold his hand while you are talking. It tells that person, my husband is still with me. My wife is still with me. Maybe because we are traditional African people. We say, no. As we are holding the hand of that person, you are saying many things that your mouth cannot say. Many, many things are transpiring. So it is encouraged. There must be touch. Well, there may be limitations, pain, muscle weakness, surgical scar, breathing problems, medication side effects, and worries about stamina could put couples on restriction. At that time, the ill spouse may not feel attractive. It is not that the spouse does not want, is not accepting, but she may, I hope my husband still thinks I'm still beautiful with this sickness. I hope my wife still likes me the way it is. The person will be feeling for the husband. There's no need for that. The next one, we should shower each other with physical affection. Like holding hands, I've mentioned it. Hugging, kissing, if it is possible. Touch whenever it is possible. Then we must learn how to perform simple foot, hand, and back massage. It relieves the body. It relieves the body. The person that is sick, you are just doing something to that person that medicine cannot do. That medicine cannot do. Well, this one is a big one. I hope the young people in the house will put their hands on their... This one says, make love when you are both ready. One of the things that we stop when there's a chronic sickness is sexual intercourse in the home. The question is, should we make love or not? Let me start by saying that when we are sick and it is chronic, let us talk to our doctors. Because in sexual intimacy, a lot of energy and whatever is involved. So if it's a disease that has to do with pumping of the blood and whatever, let's ask the doctor, can we do this? I believe they'll be able to counsel us. But if there's no danger, there are times when sexual intimacy should continue. It just needs adjustment. I'm still going to mention it. So physical love triggers the release of the bonding hormone, which is called oxytocin in women. Men also experience a 5-fold increase in oxytocin. That's shortly before orgasm. For certain illness, it could be challenging and risky, but ask your doctor. Help me to complete it. Ask your doctor. So don't ask me. Oh. Praise God. The doctors can... So when one spouse is sick, we can redefine, that's supposed to be redefined, definition. We can redefine intimacy. If intercourse is not possible, we should spend time together, touching and talking, and it can bring deep and satisfying intimacy. I read a book some years ago, I can't remember, it's been a long time. A woman was sick, and she was bedridden for some time. And the husband was doing everything he can to take care of this woman. But one day, the two of them were at home, and the woman was not happy and said, the husband, what did I do? Did I not do this? Did I not do this? Did I not do this? The woman found it difficult to express her mind. At the end of the day, she was able to pass across her information. Say, since I became sick, no sexual intercourse. The man said, I didn't want to trouble you. You know you are sick. It's not like that. And that day I learned a lesson. Why the well spouse will be thinking, how can I be? The woman will be saying, yeah, that's the only thing my husband is thinking about. That's the only thing. But there are times, the Lord will lead us. It was the woman who was not happy because the husband refuses to touch her. The husband refuses or refused then to caress her. The husband even refused to have sex with her. There's a way they could have managed. And the woman will show the way. If she wants it, she will show you how to do it. That is what she wanted. And she told her husband. The husband apologized profusely. Said, I didn't want to stress you. You are sick. You are whatever. I said, it is not like that. We manage. Because there's an intimacy. So it is not only when they are beautiful, when they are handsome. It is not only when we are well. That is the point that we are making. Another one, big one of the explosives in marriage at this stage is depression. When one spouse is depressed in the family, the marriage is already depressed. It is capable of eroding emotional and sexual intimacy and bringing pessimism, resentment, anger, and isolation to the surface. Depression is a life-altering disease marked by dramatic shifts in brain chemistry. It will alter. What defines me is what is inside. What is inside.